All right, this next section is titled 8.2 Similar Polygons. We went over the vocabulary in class. I wanted to work out the examples for this section. So for examples 1 and 2, they're asking me if the two polygons are similar. Remember, similar means that I have the same shape, but they're different size and they're proportional. So to check to see if they're similar, I have to check all the corresponding sides and make sure they have the same ratio. So in example 1, I'm going to check first side AB. So side AB is corresponding with QR. So I have to calculate the ratio for that. So I have AB to QR. AB is 9, QR is 3, so that's 9 over 3. And when I simplify that, I get 3 over 1. So my ratio here is 3 to 1. Have to make sure the other corresponding sides also have a ratio of 3 to 1. So the next one is this side. BC matches RS. So I have BC over RS. BC is 15. RS is 5. So 15 over 5 simplifies to 3 over 1. So again, my ratio is 3 to 1. And then the last side that I'm going to check is AC corresponding with QS. So AC corresponds with QS. That's 18 to 6. That also simplifies to 3 over 1. So the ratio is 3 to 1. And because the ratios for all three pairs of corresponding sides are the same, then I can answer this question as yes, they are similar because they're proportional. So I would just say yes, they're similar. And then the ratio would be 3 to 1. So this is my answer. For example 2, it's asking me the same question, so I have to do the exact same thing. AB right here matches QR. That's 8 and 4. That simplifies to 2 over 1. So my ratio is 2 to 1. Now I'm going to check BC and RS. That's 9 over 5. 9 over 5. This one is already simplified. So this time my ratio is 9 to 5. So because I have two pairs of ratios that are different, then this one would be no, they're not similar. And you cannot give me a ratio because they're all different. So your answer is just no, they're not similar. So those are really easy. And then there's one more example where you have to solve for missing measures. So in example 3 for this section, they're giving me two shapes that are similar. They're telling me LMNP is similar to RSTV. And they want me to find the X value and the similarity ratio. So first I'm going to identify my corresponding sides. So here I know that the X is corresponding with RS. They're the shorter sides of my trapezoid. So I'm going to put, since they're asking me for LMN first, I'm going to put X on top. So I'm going to do this. So that's the ratio, that's the order that they want it in. So for the first shape, LM and P, X matches RS on the second figure, so 10 goes on the bottom. And I'm going to set up an equation, I'm going to set up a proportion. That means the 16 has to match up to the 40, that's the longest side of my trapezoid. So the 16 goes on top, the 40 goes on the bottom. And so now I just have to solve this proportion, get x by itself. So we go back to our cross products property. I'm going to multiply my diagonals. So first I'm going to do 10 times 16, which is 160. That should equal my second diagonal, which is this one, x times 40. So that's 40x. And so to solve this, I just need to get x by itself. So if I divide by 40 on both sides, I get x equals 4. 160 divided by 40 is 4. So I have my x value, which is one of the things they were asking me for. And so for my similarity ratio, I just need to simplify one of the sides of my proportion. So this one I have both numbers, I'm just going to simplify this. Have 16 over 40, I'm going to simplify that. I can divide both numbers by 4. So that gives me 4 and that gives me 10. Keep simplifying, I can divide both numbers by 2. So that gives me 2 and this gives me 5. So my similarity ratio is 2 to 5.